Hey guys, this is Garies. Welcome back to another episode of Survival Done. We're back here in Space Engineers and we have made some progress on our ship, our capital ship, or whatever you want to call it. So I've made a bridge, so it's going to be sitting up here, and this is awesome. No fuel, yes, I know. Let's just change camera direct angle, or camera views, and this is our cockpit, so we can see our 5 minions there in the front. And we have our main controller here. So this ship is going to have gravity, so we're going to walk everywhere. So there's walkways downward. We have space for 3 passengers, but I'm thinking this passenger seat is going to go away because we need to put an air vent in here. Okay, and then we have 2 control stations, control stations. This is flight seats. So they're not going to do anything, they just for the looks of it. So they can be offline all they want. So if we come off the bridge, we can go down to our main platform, or we can go through a employees only entrance. So there will be 2 doors on each side, and we'll have that weapon racks here at some point. And then our escape ship thingy is going to be here, or fighter jet thingy, or whatever you want to call it. Just fighter. Let's just call it a fighter for now. So our fighter will be here. It will get ammo and stuff, and all that. Will connect a connecting block or something at some point. And then this is the front, so it's just going to be massive long needle point ship basically. I just noticed from this angle that it looks like I went out with the ship. I did not. So this is where I'm going to put the reactors. I'm going to put in 4, but I'm just going to weld the first 2. I want to see how many or how much energy we get from them, or power. I'm not sure. And then if we don't get enough, we'll activate this top 2 as well, because these thrusters, I'm sure, is going to need a lot of power. So these, as I showed you guys in a previous episode, these thrusters really look small on this big ship. So I have quite a few thrusters over here. Pointing backwards, I have 7 on this side. 7, okay, so everything is symmetrical. So 7 this side, 7 that side. So it's 14 pointing forward. Okay, and from the front, I think it's 15. So it will break us a little bit quicker. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus the 6 on the other side is 12. And then if we go underneath, here's another 3 pointing to the front. That makes it 15. So then we have 2 pointing downwards. So this is downward, remember. 4 there, 4 on each wing basically. So it's 8, so it's 10 downward. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 10 upward as well. So again, 4 on each wing pointing upward, 2 in the middle. So these in the middle will be on top of a ship once we have the fuselage or hull completed. And yeah, so all the thrusters is going to be enclosed so that they're protected. As many times I've broken thrusters on this mining ship, I think that's very necessary. See, that's full. This is broken. The side is broken. So I just brought my welding ship over to show you guys the size. Okay, so I was really misjudging the size. So I think we can fit 5 of these type small ships in one spot, but we're not going to. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, make a better welding ship, a better small mining ship. So we're going to fit the 2 of them here pointing forward. So we'll make some sort of door here or something. We'll see how we do that. And going to have 2 here, maybe a welding bay somewhere, we'll see. And then this middle part will be for a main and big mining ship. So it will be a big grid, not a small grid. This is a small grid with small blocks, and this is big grid. So the large ship that we broke down is also a big grid, and this is also a big or large grid. So that's it for update. I decided to take away this partition. I was thinking we'll make this whole area the hangar bay. So because we have plenty enough space. So what I was thinking, what is 6? It's a refinery. We can maybe put the refinery here. Let's just see where's all the ports on the bottom and left and right. Okay. So basically we're going to duplicate the sides because we need a bunch of space. Or not a bunch of space, we need a bunch of process power. So we're going to have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, on this side and the other side. So we are going to have proper processing power. And then on the top we'll make a ledge or something. And we have enough space at the back. And on top of that we're going to have the assemblers, but we're going to have them spaced out so that we can have the upgrade modules on there. So I'm thinking maybe just 3 refineries on each side. No, that's going to be too slow because we have 3 now, and I'm waiting so much for it. So that's 5 that side, the assemblers on top of it, or on a ledge. So we'll have a ledge and the assemblers will be on top of them. They will basically, just want to make sure, yes, stand like that with the modules around it. It can also take 4 modules. So as you can see, this one block is the one access port has a small block inside of it as well, so it can actually take 2. There's 2, there's 2, and there's 2. So you can have 4, the same as the refinery that has 8 spots, meaning you can have 4 upgrades. Okay, so that's it for refining and processing. So now we need to start looking at oxygen and hydrogen generation. Okay, so where's hydrogen tank? We had one here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so this is a hydrogen tank. It's quite large. So even if I was thinking maybe putting it here, so that it's basically in front. So if anything damages the back of a ship, everything is here. That might actually be a good idea. That means there's basically no conveyors or anything going to the back of a ship. It's just power and a dead area. That might actually work. So then we can put 2 of these tanks here. But the thing is, I was thinking maybe we should make it more than 2 tanks. So we can put 1 here. You know what? We can just maybe put another one on top of it. Or what about here? Can have 1 here and 1 here or something like that. But what I was thinking is
energy low.
This is an oxygen generator, so I was thinking put 5 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can have small oxygen tanks. Oh no, not the hydrogen. Oxygen tanks on top of them, going across. So there's 7 tanks of oxygen, which should be fine. And if we have that, then we can. Oh, that's just a good small oxygen tank. Then we can pipe it from there to everywhere in a ship where we need it. So I think that's the best layout we're going to have. But at the moment, we need to get thrusters going, because we need to get this massive platform mobile so that we can disconnect it, so that we can fly to whichever asteroid we want, mine it out, and connect this. Okay, so actually something I made a mistake. If we grind down that block to put in a conveyor junction, we are going to lose this. So let's grind this down, put the conveyor junction in. Oh, what do I need? Terra plates. Let me quickly go charge up and bring a few. Okay, so I got the resource. Let's see if we can maybe make everything point to a correct direction, since this is not a temporary setup. So one will be on there. And one will be here. And then we can put the reactors. So if we do this correctly, there should be a port at the top as well. Looks like it. And then only the sides does not have ports. It looks correct. Yes. Okay, so we'll do that too first. And then I think we should do 2 thrusters in each direction, just for the beginning. Okay, so let me quickly make complete one of these. I think one should be enough for the thrusters until we can move over the other reactor to here as well. Then we can start docking our ships and disassemble that whole station. That'll do off cam. That's going to take too much. We'll do everything we did there over here as well. And as for storage, since there's going to be a divider here, so I was thinking maybe not have a door in the middle, I have 2 doors to the sides, because there will be a connector going in the middle for the big ship. So we'll see where that goes. Maybe we can move this partition back at that, just a tad, maybe here. And there's enough space for processing and all the fun stuff. Oh yes, we wanted to make room, so maybe we should not have this here. Or maybe just move everything down. So let me move just a little bit down so that we can have rooms here. Maybe we'll have an area here in the middle where there's also rooms, like divided in the middle, down the middle. The passengers that's coming along. Don't know how big we can make it. And that looks plenty. And maybe something like that. One, two, three, four. So something like this. Okay, and obviously on the same on the other side. So then we have 4 rooms. Maybe we can have another room at the top that has a walkway to the bridge. So that's like the captain's quarters or something. That might be be good. And then we can have like a not a patio. Always struggle with that word. Anyway, doesn't matter. A lookout over our production and storage. Over here we won't be able to see because that's going to be divided. This area is going to be pressurized. So on. So maybe I'll move it down a bit. So this will be our first refinery. Okay, so and then we're going to have 5 downward. So I'll just move it a little bit backward, 2 or 3 spots back to have 2 or 3 spots. So only 1 back. I have 5 refineries, the same assemblers above it, same on that side. And then the 5 that's running there. Then on this side of a division, we're going to have storage. All our storage containers will be here. So that's going to be a complicated part, and I think I will make an episode of that, because I'm going to have different types of containers, and each one with a sorter in and a sorter out. So let's go to this, then I'll show you. So after processing, it will have a sorter going into it, and this sorter, let's go to its control panel. There's one here somewhere. See, we can say what it must have. Okay, so the one will have, we're going to have a lot of different ones. Oh wow, there's actually a bunch of stuff. So, like steel, we'll have one dedicated to steel plates. We'll have one dedicated to iron, and then maybe one dedicated to, excuse me, I don't know, different ores. 5 different containers for ores. I haven't worked out how we're going to split it, because that's still down the line. Obviously at the moment we'll just have 2 or 3 large containers as we have now, just for a basic setup. And as we build our ship, well, it's going to be a continuous build, flying to the asteroids, minor asteroid, build, continue building. So after we build this ship, we're going to have another layer around it, a armored layer, so that we are strong if we crash or something along those lines. Okay, so let me quickly put the reactors together. I'm going to move it backwards. That one is also going to be around here. We might have our tank over there, the reactor over there. Maybe we should move this back, then we can have more rooms. Or bigger rooms at least, because this does seem a little small, right? It's 3x4. Oh, and then the oxygen is going to be there, that I've covered. What I did not cover is the mid room. Okay, so this is going to look a little bit funky. So if this one is standing there, okay, and everyone knows I like my symmetry. So the problem is, how are we going to keep it symmetrical with this, like here. So of course this side, you can't do that. So what we're going to do, that. So it's going to be upside down, but it can't be helped. But it doesn't look too bad, at least. Not as much, you won't focus on it. Hopefully not. And then we can have the oxygen generators against that wall. And then maybe we can put like a bar of some sort here. A kitchen bar. I don't know, we'll see. And like a cafeteria area here. That could work. Then if we move this backwards, then we can have a nice cafeteria area. Yeah, that could work. Anyway, so let me quickly do this, and I'll bring you back once we've done a few of the thrusters, 2 in each direction, and we did one of the reactors. One should be fine, as I said, for 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12. 12 thrusters. And if it's not, we'll just add another one, and I'll do the layout for this. So I'm going to move this. Let me just take out that. So I'll move the conveyor block out of the way, so that it's maybe in the middle of here. Yeah, maybe this will work. So in the middle of this one, 1, 2. So that's 2, and then there's a gap at the back. That might work. Okay, so let me get to it, and I'll bring you back in a sec. Okay, so I'm busy, or not busy, busy gathering some resources to go weld the thrusters, and I've been bringing in my welder ship at an odd angle here to load it up with thruster components. I can only hold almost 400 in my inventory at any point in time. So hopefully the rest of the items is complete except for the thruster components. So let's quickly go weld one or two. So when I get out of that hole, then I can reposition my camera. And let's go. So I said we're only going to do 2 of each direction. So maybe we should... I really want to see the front ones. Let's do these side ones. Ooh, too quick. Yes, so this ship's thrusters is weird. So definitely need to remake this one at some point. Okay, also as you can see I broke one of my welding arms, just haven't remade it yet. So this is awesome. Okay, is it done? Let's see. Just want to make sure it's complete. Yes, it's complete. Okay, I might have now enough space for this. Yes, so it takes almost 1,000 thruster components for one of them. Let me show you. It takes 960 thruster components, so we won't even be able to do a couple. So I think we'll about 90% finish this one. And it's done. So the problem is we do not have any more thruster components. The rest is fine, it's just thruster components that's an issue. So it's going to be up and down quite a few times, but it's going to be less than it would have been to take for me to go up and down, up and down, up and down. You know what, maybe we should finish this because it takes half of a space. So we finish with all these with the rest of the components, and then I can just go load up on thruster components and can finish them. So let me go ahead, finish this. Oh wait, while that's active, let me get out. It will stop at some point. Alright, so I've finished the layout. So this will be the cafeteria kitchen area. I was thinking we're going to put in 2 blocks here and then have 2 oxygen generators here, 2 oxygen generators there, 3 oxygen tanks there and 3 here, because then we have a block open at the top that we can have a conveyor system, and 1 going up into the breach, okay, coming out somewhere around here, removing one of the passenger seats. So I've enlarged these rooms a little bit, as you can see, and then I made a walkway of 3 wide, and then we have nice window rooms. So we'll put in windows, and these 2 rooms will have a window view, and then we have the reactors. I'm still busy welding these up. So I was thinking if we have a ledge here with assemblers on it, we can actually stack these free high. So if there is a need for more power generation than 2 or 4, then we can go to 6. Okay, and then the 5 refineries. Oh, and I've already put them on conveyor blocks or conveyor junction boxes, and then the 2 hydrogen tanks on each side, also conveyor block. These 2 connect through a conveyor system in the middle, so I'm not going to put another one there. And then on the top of these, what I was thinking is we make 3 assemblers on each side, left and right, with the speed modules on each side, or maybe 3 speeds and 1 power, or 2 powers and 2 speeds, we'll see. And yeah, if we do need more assembling power, we can fit them in probably here, put 1 here and just put we'll put it to a wall with 3 slots on each side, and then this will be a snout for behind here. We can make a full cross here as well, but we'll see when we get there. Might be that it's higher, then we can have maybe 2 assemblers on top of each other. That might work. We'll see when we get there, but for now let me quickly get to my welding, and once we have this ship running on its own, I'll bring you back when that is done and all the thrusters are active, and we put in uranium and disconnect the ship. Then I'll bring you back. Okay, so we are coming up on the last one that I can weld. I hope I have enough resources. Let's see. Yes, I do. Thank goodness. So I only have enough thruster components to weld up 6 thrusters, and that's it. So the rest of the thrusters components I left is 192. So what I did is I only welded 1 on each direction, so forward, left, right, up, down, and backwards. So I haven't finished the what do you call it, reactor yet, because I need more thruster components. So I'm going to spend my off-cam time trying to find cobalt, because that's a resource I've been missing. So I went, I don't know if you can see that slight slope area there. I went with my mining ship and I grabbed a bunch of stone. I know stone contains a very small amount of cobalt, so, or actually of each resource or ores. So I'm hoping that I can get a couple. I don't think I will, but let's see if we did anything yet. So production, nope, nothing. Even my plates stopped. What is the other one? There's another. Oh, and we need semiconductors as well. What do we need for that? Well, let's grab a couple of them. Let's put them first. I think we'll be able to craft them actually. That's what we need for the reactor. So once we have one reactor up and running, we can start looking into the other ones, and metal grids. Reactor components, I don't think I have that many. But yes, I think our ship is coming along nicely. I actually did a little bit of time trying to let this look kind of okay. We still need to paint it or do something. I want to put a type of glass dome all around over this area, and then also maybe make a slanted or sloped glass roof here where this ship will be housed. I'm still not sure how we can escape this. I'm thinking of there's a swivel type of swivel. What was it? I think I've searched for thrusters. No. There's something that turns. I can't remember the name now. Oh, we can use a hinge. Can pass through items and have a maximum freedom of rotation of 180. Nice. Okay, maybe use that. But what's the thing that I use? Can't remember the name now. I'll tell you in a second if I do see it. Rotor, that's the thing. So you can put in a rotors as well, but I think a hinge would work great. So maybe put a hinge over here and here, or at this bottom, and then we raise this glass ceiling, and then this ship can just go out from there. I think that, or we can make a side that rotates outward and it opens up like wings to the left and right side. Then we can maybe have two, depending on how big it is. We'll see. But in any case, I think we're running out of time now. I need to go find cobalt, otherwise we won't get the ship to be able to move with a bridge or not. And then we'll see if we can finish that, depending on how much cobalt I can get. So I'll just switch on all these guys so that I know where not to go. Oh, and I've found a whole asteroid made of ice, so I call it Iceroid. It's a whole thing made of ice, a whole asteroid made of ice. Got some nickel, platinum, and silicon. So we got quite a few things. There's a few rocks that I didn't get. I think some of them do have iron and silicon, but I think I have to go mark them so that we don't get lost. Maybe I should go to that direction. I don't think I've went into that direction yet. Or have I? I don't know. But maybe I'll go there first thing. So I'm going to call it here, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you're enjoying the build so far. Let me know down in the comments what do you think about the build. Any suggestions? As I'm building this, it looks like I'm kind of running out of space here in the front, but looking at it from this angle, it looks like we still have a lot of space, but I'm afraid the mining ship might be a bit too big. But if that happens, what I will do, I'll just extend the backside or wing area. That might be the smallest build. Well, in conjunction with the rest of the build, I think that's minor, so we can maybe get it outward a lot more, and then it will definitely be able to fit a massive mining ship. Or we can just maybe make this landing pad go outward or something. We'll think of something depending on how big this ship is. But yes, but for now, let's call it an episode. Thank you again for joining me, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!